Here we go.
Okay, so we'll call to order the meeting of the Connecticut Home Inspection Licensing Board, September 21st at about 9:30. And guess our first order is swearing in our new board members.
Yes, I'm here for that. It's Cynthia.
Okay, Cynthia,
So the one member will be Mark Champagne, is that right?
that's correct, yes.
Okay, great. So Mark, would you raise your right hand, please? Okay, you solemnly swear or solemnly and sincerely affirm, as the case may be, that you will faithfully discharge according to law your duties as member of the Home Inspection Licensing Board to the best of your abilities, so help you God, or upon penalty of perjury.
I do.
Perfect. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is Tim not joining us today?
Yeah, Tim's on vacation.
Oh, okay.
So we'll, I guess, have to do this procedure again, Cynthia, when he's with us.
Sure, that's no problem. I can join for that too.
Okay, okay. Okay, so first off, I just want to thank Mark and Tim for volunteering and joining. I also want to extend a big thank you to Bill Stanley. He provided a lot of good work for the board. So I wanted to thank him for his service. Everyone got the minutes from our last meeting. Have a chance to review those minutes?
I did. I'll make a motion to accept minutes as read,
Okay.
written.
Any second? Motion by Koblinski. Any second? I'll second if I
Yeah.
can.
Bruce is muted.
Bruce, you're okay.
I'll second, doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, there you are.
Bruce, okay.
I had, I mean, the minutes are approved, but I had some questions, not so much in that the minutes are incorrect, but just some stuff that is in the minutes that I think will either move to when we're discussing the complaints, or we can move my questions to old business. So with that, I think those minutes are approved. We can move forward. Comments or concerns of any person present today? Do we have any comments or concerns? I guess none. And now we have the investigation division report to review. And someone is with us for that, Bob?
Yes, it's Pamela Brown and Janita Hamill. Janita will report out on the work that her unit has performed.
Okay,
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. I believe you all have the report. From the time frame, I put May 1st, 2021 to June 30th, 2021, and July 1st to August 2021, because for the time frame from May 1st through June 30th, we received no complaints and we closed none. And for July 1st, 2021 through August 31st, we have one case that was closed, which is a civil matter, which is with the investigator closed as a dispute of fact civil matter.
okay.
And are there any questions?
Yeah, well, I don't have a question about the specific report, but from our last meeting, we had discussed a complaint whereby the complainant stated that the home inspector was not allowed to make recommendations. This is in our minutes under, number 4. And in there, it says that in response to many questions being asked by the board, Ms. Brown offered to give the board a written summary of the complaint. I don't recall receiving that. Was that sent?
I'd have to double check on that. Do we have the exact case file number?
I don't have any information
Okay.
in the minutes about that, no.
All right, let me follow up and I can see that that gets out today.
Yeah, it went on to say, the board, you would send a written summary through the board secretary with the exact details of the complaint.
Okay, so as long as
Because
it's a closed case, then I can send it out.
Yeah,
Without the reference number or the case file number off the top of my head, I can't tell
There's
you.
a number on the report. It says 2021-159 for case number.
Okay, thank you for that. Bob, if I'm able to get this case, if it is closed and I can get this to you, would you be able to circulate that? Okay, but you're on mute, but I know that you said sure.
Sure.
Okay,
Sorry about that. No problem, Pam.
all right, Mark, you're reading that case number off the report that we got,
The PDF that was sent out the other day, yes,
That would-
2021-159.
correct.
That would
Yeah.
be for the,
That's is that the same person? Or is that the same
Mm.
complaint, you think?
no, sir, it's not.
Yeah,
That's for the current time frame now. This
Right.
would have been the case that was at your last meeting, which
Right.
if you could tell, if you or Mr. Kuzmich could remind me of the date of that, I will go back in my reports. What's the date of your minutes that you approved that
Uh,
meeting?
June 8th.
June 8th.
Thank you.
June 8th.
Okay,
All right. Hang on,
all right, so
gentlemen.
we'll look for something about that in the next few days or what have you, right?
I'm actually trying to work on this now, but Janita, just to clarify, are you saying that this case number that I have is not the one that should be referenced, 2021-159?
That's correct. I don't think that's the right one.
Okay. All right, so
I
we'll
don't know
research
for
it. I was gonna
sure, but
try to get
I
it to
just
you.
don't, it might be the right one, but I'm not positive.
No, if you're referring to the file number, no, that is totally incorrect. This
Okay.
would not, this would have been on the report that would have been generated from March 1st through April 30th or 31st. So this is not the right file number because this is reporting out for currently. And it would have been for the previous meeting.
Okay.
Okay. I was gonna
And
try
it
to
was,
get it to you.
according to the minutes, it was Juanita Hamel that provided that information to us. That's you?
Janita,
It-
yes.
Janita,
Janita.
I'm sorry, yeah, okay,
Yes.
okay. All right. So yeah, you can do a little research on that and maybe send us that that information.
Yep.
Okay. So I think that's probably it for our complaint status report. Old business. We have the old business again, Cynthia, and the change to the regulation that's being worked on, whereby an intern is no longer working with a supervisor. So.
Right. Right, and I guess the last step that we need is just for everyone to confirm that that final version that I sent out is acceptable to everyone, and I'll move it along to Leslie. And I
Okay,
think when I sent out the last email, I think most everyone responded that they were on board with it in that form. So if we could confirm that one final time, I'll send it out to Leslie and we can start the process.
It looked good to me.
yeah, yeah. it looked good.
Larry, could you just read what it said on that so we can just go over it once?
Yeah, hang on one second.
I didn't print it out, so it's in.
Yeah, so the proposed language is in parentheses, the digit 9, notify the board of the termination of supervision of a home inspector intern within 10 days of such termination. Such notice shall be submitted to the board on a form prescribed by the commissioner. So that's the language.
Yeah,
Now,
that's fine. That's fine with me.
yeah, the only question I had about that was that notify the board of termination. And actually, I think the department is going to be notified, because that was in an email from you, Bob, in the trail, that the department would get notified and then you would notify the board. Is that correct?
Yes. Right, Cynthia, I mean, when it says the
Yeah.
board, quite often, the board, it's kind of synonymous with the department via me, you know?
Right,
so-
right. Yeah, because we talked about that at some point. I don't remember if it was at the last meeting or in the emails, because the reason I put the board is to make it consistent with the rest of that section of the regulation.
Correct.
Because
Yep.
it all refers to the board, and it's understood that the board, is notified through the department's liaison. So,
Right.
to avoid
That makes it-
confusion and to keep it
Right.
consistent,
That makes it clean. Yep. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
right. That's why I kept it board rather instead of department.
Okay, okay. So I'm okay with that language then, and and for what will happen is that the supervisor is going to notify the department will notify the board. Now the question I have is, will e-license be notified so that the roster can be changed to indicate there was a number of different ways that roster could be amended to inform the public that the person is no
Yeah.
longer active?
Yeah,
Can I-
yeah. So go ahead.
I'm sorry. Could I comment on that? May, is that okay?
Sure.
Oh, I was just going to talk about this when you were done, Larry and Cynthia. We have a workflow now in place that addresses that. It's actually working quite well. We have I have a roster of all the interns that we have active and not active, and I'm basically going through and I'm putting into each credential what's called the supervision or lack of supervision workflow. And what that means is that in the case where there's no present supervisor identified, the credential, if it's active, automatically becomes inactive, and the intern is sent a notice like immediately. That
Okay.
and so, and if I go in, if I'm notified by someone that a supervisor that I'm no longer the supervisor for this particular intern, vice versa, I upload that the credentials to the appropriate files, and the status changes from active to inactive, or vice versa. If an intern has a new supervisor, I mean, it goes both ways. So yes,
Okay.
that's how e-license is notified. That workflow is working quite well, actually. I'm working my way down a list of 160 something interns right now, going through each one of them and putting this workflow into it. So it's kind of in standby. And if something changes, this workflow kicks in, either goes active to inactive or inactive to active
Okay, okay.
with a notification, an automatic notification.
Yeah, that was the last question I had, was that seemed to be dangling, was that the board would send a notice to the intern stating that they no longer had a supervisor and that they were not able to perform inspections. So that notice will go to the intern.
Correct. And again, Larry, the board meaning
Yeah,
the department as representing the board. Yes.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah. I've seen it happen. I've seen it,
Right.
I've been working on these credentials, and I get a call from an intern, email from an intern saying my credential just changed. I just got a letter from the department. What's going on? I said, well, read the letter. The
Yeah.
letter tells you no longer have an active supervisor. So as of right now, you're not allowed to perform inspections until we're notified of, oh, but I have somebody new. Well, you have to let us know. I
Right,
mean, it brings it right to the forefront.
right.
Was it the
Perfect.
issue that somebody had an inspection by an intern and they didn't have a supervisor anymore? Is that what the initial problem was?
Right, that's what actually set this off was,
Yeah, that big
I
case.
guess that hearing was sometime in the winter.
Yeah.
where someone performed 2 inspections as an intern with no supervisor and botched the inspections, to put it kindly. So,
Right, right.
yeah, that's what brought this on.
Yeah, that's what triggered all of this. Right, right.
Right.
All right, I think we're in good shape with that. Does everyone agree that we move
I
forward?
make a motion to accept it and proceed with it.
Okay, any
I second
seconds?
it.
Okay, sounds good. Any new business?
Oh, don't we need to vote on it?
Oh, okay, sure. Sure, let's vote. Yes, I'm sorry. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Okay. So that moves forward, okay. So now we can go to new business. Any new business? Bob, anything you know?
I have
Has
nothing,
Mark,
Larry.
has Mark left the meeting, by the way?
No, I'm here.
He's here.
Oh, okay, okay, there you are, good. Bob, any new business or anyone have any new business?
I don't have any, Larry.
Okay,
Janita, you
Okay.
have, Janita's hand is up. Is there?
Yes. Mr. Chairman, the
Yeah.
file number under your old business that you had the question on
right,
is 2020-293 that we will get you the information on. And that was in fact from the March 1st, 2021 through the April 30th, 2021 board complaint case closed report to you, that you
Okay.
had your questions, and it's 2020-293 that we will get information back to Mr. Kuzmich for you, for your board.
okay. Very good, very good. I appreciate that, okay,
You're
Um,
welcome, sir. Thank you.
okay. Anything else under new business by anyone? Bob, no?
I don't,
Okay.
Larry.
Okay. Correspondence, any items under correspondence?
Again, I don't have any.
Okay. Any comments or concerns by anyone today? If not, okay. I think that may wrap it up for us. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, second,
I'll second.
Bruce, you're, go ahead, Mark.
somebody second, okay?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay, I think we're approved on that. I think we're all set. Unless we've missed any kind of procedural thing, this is the first thing for me. So, I think we're all set to adjourn. Agreed?
Agreed.
All right. All right, that does it then.
Bruce,
Thanks
you
for
were
joining.
muted. That's why I didn't get you.
I'm sorry?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I will
So we may
stop.
have, go ahead, Bob.
I'm gonna stop the recording. That's okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. We may have a few procedural things to clean up from,
Yeah.
as we move along here, but I think we're all set, guys.